Hello and welcome to the WBB Mason Coaches Report. I'm Rachel Vogel here with head women's basketball coach Krista Kilburn-Steveskey following a 1-1 week for the Pride, almost closing out the regular season here. 1-1 week, as I mentioned, with a win over Charleston, 68-49, and then senior day UNCW was 61-51. We saw 19 and 17 from Charleston on Friday. Talk a little bit about that game.
Yeah, I mean, and we had, I thought we just came out. Obviously, first quarter was a little shaky, but the group just realized we needed to gather ourselves, and I just thought we just took over, made a decision, and, was consistent the rest of the game. So, great scoring and leading. I thought Boogie did a great floor leading game. That's what I told her. It was awesome she got her points, but I was like, you led the team well. Anna was hitting extremely well, and one of the biggest persons I was talking about was Marianne Collin, because she was playing outside on the wing. She was guarding on the perimeter. I mean, her defense was just spectacular, and that's what I always say about stats. Like, sometimes it shows you people that are kind of the most important for you on that night, to be able to guard Deja Ford, which was her second leading scorer, and I just thought she did a phenomenal job. So, and I think Karia had a double-double as well, too, so it was nice to have a freshman get on board there.
Yeah, you mentioned Karia with the double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds, kind of definitely a breakout performance for her. Yeah. What is it going to mean to have that kind of young presence down the stretch, especially in playoffs?
We just need a lot more out of all that young group, especially not having Val in the lineup right now, and then JK was out for a little while, so it was good to have Jakayla back. So, and then Sean Mills has been getting a few minutes, here and there. So, she's somebody that we can count on. Comes in, knows the scout, plays really well, plays good defense. So it's just relying on, all the freshmen to try to help us out, especially once we close out the regular season and have to play a bunch of games back to back. We need everybody.
And then next weekend, kind of going to be a little tough. It's March. What is it going to mean to have, you're playing your best basketball right now.
Yeah.
What does that mean heading into this week?
Yeah, I think, our next test of Elon and our focus and our consistency, I think that we need to set that bar, come when we play Elon on Thursday. And, we're going to have to play 3 games on the road, 4 games on the road at Delaware, on Delaware's floor, to make a statement in the tournament. So I think we need to close this out, Elon first and William and Mary. So
right, and
we just beat Drexel, and it's playing pretty well right now too. So
right.
Yeah.
So you have, as I mentioned, you have your younger players. Talk about your upperclassmen leadership from Boogie and Sika. They led the team in scoring on senior day, which was a great day, by the way, to honor them. Well, talk about Boogie and Sika.
Yeah, well, the exciting part let's talk about Sika first, is just having her back. I mean, we didn't know that was going to happen, and we were, waiting idly to see how she's recovering. And so, it's just nice to have, that option, scoring option. I mean, you've heard me say it time and time again that her and Boogie were like our 2 consistent folks, when the season was starting, and they were producing like that. So it's good to have her back during this time. And it was sad for senior day. You don't want to talk about it because we have a lot of basketball left, but only having 2 years in Sika, just having a great start this year. Really thought this was going to kind of be her year, and then have to go through the little bump in the road. So to have her back, I know she feels proud, and she can leave this place with a mark. And then I always can't say enough about Boogie. Really wanted to have her first go around before she went to Michigan, and I love that kid beyond life itself. I seek as well, but Boogie just exemplifies, and I think the character that they possess, that Boogie possesses even off the court, and what she's going to do with her life, even far surpasses where we were here. So she's led well, had her head high, and we all wanted a bunch more wins than we got during her tenure, but I wouldn't trade coaching her for anything. So.
And over the next couple games, they're really important, as I mentioned. Who do you think is going to have to step up and play their best basketball?
Yeah, I think Sandra Carson needs to way back up and get herself going. She had that little injury at Wilmington, and I don't think she still has gotten herself right back up. We need her. She was playing some really good basketball. She was being very consistent. So just, getting her hopefully feeling better and doing well. And then obviously our interior game has to be better. I thought Micaiah, she scored well, had a good game with Delaware, and I feel like, these next few games, she can, into the tournament, because she can score. And I think her and Kari are probably our 2 best block scorers. And that's what's been hurting our interior game. And, and then Jalen, I think, just gets better and it's tougher every time she plays. And you got to think about that's a redshirt freshman. Didn't play at all. Kari is a freshman. Kai really is just in her 2nd season. So, and it's just on the scoring end with Marianne. It just, I try to stay 100 yards away from that because we know what she needs to be doing, and I think, mentally she's just got to get over that hurdle. And but she provides so much. I heard Micaiah Krosky say on the bench, it's probably one of the most amazing things. I've turned around and said, "You're just so good, Micaiah," to say that. So in the game on Sunday that that we lost, and Marianne wasn't shooting that well, and I think she had missed a shot, and then she came back defensively, and someone drove, and she blocked it, and all this. And Micaiah's looked up, she goes, she's just, unbelievable, and she saves us all the time. And I turned around and I said, "You're such an incredible teammate. That you see what your teammate does. Where everybody else is going to point out where somebody's struggling, it's really easy. You don't realize the value that somebody brings to the team." And the same way with Jalen. You might look at stats and we know we'd love to have much more scoring performance out of them, but their value. So if those guys, continue what they do on the defensive end and just up their ante a little bit offensively, get Karsten back to where she was, and just get over that little bit of setback. And then Boogie being consistent, Sika getting her legs back. And I always talk about Anna. I think, she wanted it so bad on Sunday. She had a lot of opportunities, and, we are tired just like everybody is from the game on Friday to Sunday. And, I think, I keep saying shooter's got to shoot, and, she'll get that opportunity again, the ball's going to go in.
Definitely, Coach. So we're looking forward to a real big weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think you're playing your best basketball all year. Everybody's got it. We just got to piece it together, and then we're not far away. It's definitely a very close range from the top to the bottom. So it's anybody's race. Do you agree?
Oh, this league is so different. I've been in this league my whole career. So to see kind of where we are now and the opportunities that you have, I felt that ever since Darius' senior year. I always say that when we played in the final, the championship game. And it's just like, as coaches, we could see this. It's not that hard. It's just instilling that into this group. And, tougher because you're going to have to play the play-in game, and that makes your legs a little weaker, but that's where you really start leaning in everybody on your bench. But it's definitely anybody's tournament by far.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, it's definitely a big weekend ahead. Elon on Thursday night this week, and
Saturday.
William and Mary on Saturday. Coach, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Rach.